I own and operate my business, Ray Hall Marketing, out of my home. I'm one of the millions who started her own home-based business in the spare bedroom. My workspace is not conducive for anything, especially getting work done. I need a home office makeover. To help me embark on this daunting task, I called up interior designer Anne Culpepper.
Hey Pam, I'm Leanne.
Hi.
Thank you so much for calling me. We're going to have a good time.
Come in.
If you have a limited budget and are not quite sure what to do, sometimes it's best to have an interior designer like Leanne help map out the plans from the start. As the old saying goes, measure twice, cut once.
Okay.
So this is corporate office.
The room that Pam is presently using for her home office is very dark, and it has things lying against the wall. It's almost like a storage room as well as an office. She hasn't, because of the condition, she hasn't put any money into her furniture, and it's almost depressing, and this is how she makes her living.
What can we do?
Well, I love your idea when we first walked in about moving it out to your solarium, because you're really not using your solarium, and that'll free this space up for guests, and we can really get you organized and streamline everything. It's a very small space, but you'll be surprised what we can do with that small space.
Leanne brought in furniture maker Michael Ballacchino to design and build an office desk that fits my new space.
Okay, well this is what we had talked about, putting a curve in it. This is absolutely magnificent.
Thank you. Well, for the size of the room, we figure she's got an exit over there. She's going to be able to go out onto the deck, and she's going to have a credenza with a bookcase up above here. So we want to keep a nice even flow around the room. We're working with a small space, so I mean that's the reason I did the template, so we can kind of figure out if everything's going to fit in here well, and if the flow of the room is going to work.
And this is going to be fun too, over here. We're going to put a lateral file unit in there with a bookcase on the top.
Yeah, we're not building it in, I'm building it to where it will slide into place. It'll look like it's built in.
And if she ever moves, she takes the piece with her, hangs the door back up, and she doesn't have to do any construction.
Yeah.
That is way beyond anything that I had thought or that we even discussed.
That'll keep it simple and won't have to do any cosmetics on the outside of the existing doorway.
Well, you're everything they said you were. You're truly a master craftsman. This is beyond what I could have imagined. I always write a list of objectives for the job. My objectives for this project are to put Pam into a happier office space with sunshine and a beautiful view, to add some good color on the wall, to design a custom treatment that she could not go out and purchase. And that's where my value is. And to give her proper space planning where it actually has a good look, but it functions. She has storage, but everything is neat and lots of good light. So Pam, a recap of what we plan to do in here is the first thing we're going to do is pull up the old Berber carpet and replace that with a wood that matches in color to this wood, but we're going to run the grain horizontal, and then we're going to paint our walls a moss green, which is going to really lift it up. And our rug is going to be a black lattice work pattern in a loop carpet, and I'm going to have my man put black suede fabric around it.
That's beautiful.
It's going to be like a 6-inch border. That is going to be so dynamite. And so it's not something that you can just go out and buy. But it's not very expensive either because it's such a small item. That's it.
I can't wait to get started.
We're here at Rainy Carpet in Calhoun, Georgia.
Yes.
I've shopped with them for many years. They back up their product. They have a beautiful selection. They have hardwood as well as carpet.
So for my home office makeover today, are we choosing carpet or hardwood?
Both. I would like to put some hardwood floor out on the solarium and make an area rug. This is the carpet that I would suggest for you. It is a commercial grade, which makes it rather affordable, but also your office chair will roll smoothly across it for many years and it won't show wear.
That's right. I've already begun to ruin the spare bedroom carpet.
We're going to salvage that and put you in this new home office.
Leanne, we've looked at a lot of samples, but I have to tell, I like this one.
I do too. I think it matches the hardwood that you already have. It'll go in one day. It's prefabricated. It's no mess.
I don't have to have a nail gun, a glue gun, cement.
And you don't have to have men in there sanding it, stirring up dust, putting varnish and stain down, and you can't walk on it. It goes down in one application.
That's awesome.
In the home office makeover, we used a wood face laminate, which has got a real piece of laminated wood that's on a high pressure pour.
J.B. Pettit did an amazing job installing the flooring, and Leanne is now ready to unveil the rug she made. Once the rug was in place, the reality sunk in. This is really happening. I became overwhelmed with the sight of my future new office.
I'm very happy, in case you all didn't know.
I wanted a carpet that you could roll your chair back and forth and it would never change the way it looked. This will look this way for 20 years. But I wanted to do something a little over the top, so we had black suede sewn on and mitered in the corners to make the area rug really define the space. And the unique thing about being able to choose your own carpet and then put fabric on the outside of it is that you can coordinate it with the colors in your room.
Well, I am so pleased. I can't wait to get the desk on top of it.
We're finally at the stage in our home office makeover that the construction is now completed, and we are getting to one of my favorite parts, the window treatment. And that's when the room really starts to take on shape.
After visiting Lewis and Sharon, Leanne showed me the possible combinations of fabrics for my window treatment she's making. From concept to reality, it's time for Leanne to unveil the custom window treatments she's made. The tulips, the trim, the tassels, the polka dots, it's perfect.
The fabrics that we got from Lewis Textile are absolutely beautiful. We have the curves because the room was very, very square, but it's not fluffy and prissy. It's officey. So I'm glad you're pleased, Pam.
And the other thing that was most important to me is we kept my view, because in the dead of spring and summer, the lush green of the trees I can still see.
It's a happy space with lots of sunshine.
It's now time to finish Pam's home office and unveil Michael's contributions.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, open your eyes. Gorgeous.
God. When I first saw the desk, I absolutely was speechless. Oh my God, look at that. I have my own keyboard tray. The CEO of Bell South has nothing on me. I'm not kidding. This is so stunning and fabulous.
I wasn't surprised at all because it looked exactly like Michael had drawn it.
It's truly one of the most beautiful desks I've ever seen. It felt like $1 million.
Michael also showed off the beautiful custom credenza he built for storage in the office.
Anything I need to do to conduct business in my office, that's that spot.
This was the old closet, if you remember. If she ever moves, she can remove this at peace and take it with her. And that we still have the door. We'll just put the door right back into the closet. That's fabulous.
I mean, and I've been trying not to cry, so I'm not going to cry, okay?
All right.
The difference between my old home office and the brand new home office, it's just indescribable. My old home office was in the spare bedroom, which meant that I couldn't truly use it as a spare bedroom. There was no lighting. I was crammed into a corner. This is just, a tremendous change.
None of this would have been possible without Leanne's gifted direction.
I really, really love what I do. And I listen very well to my client to make their home their vision.
She helped me actually place my furniture so it would flow in my home. She helped me pick colors. She got to know me personally, and then she took it 3 steps deeper.
I put my heart into every design. It matters to me what the client feels and that I reach beyond her objectives and what she expected of me. That is worth everything to me.
I now feel like I have a professional spot to go to in my home to go down the hall and go to work. So I truly recommend everybody try to attempt their home office makeover. It makes you feel like you're worth every bit of the sweat and time you spend alone building your business.